All right, we're down to the next rule. Yield and stop. I'm back. This one of those, another one, just like the first rule. This one is one of those fundamentals that you would think would be just followed, but no, not followed. And part of the reason it's not followed is because, going back to my introduction, personality. People have different personalities, and certain personalities, yielding for someone, like, really, I'm going to yield for you. Stop for somebody, like, actually stop for somebody. Like, I'm barely going to put my turn signal on for you, especially if I drive a BMW. Hey, maybe even the Infinity Boys too. Y'all be fun. Y'all turn signals on. But yield and stop. Like, certain personalities just naturally, they don't want to do that. They don't want to give way to you. Let's say it in the old terms, give way. Nobody wants to give way. Nobody wants to yield and stop for somebody. Like, stop. Like, come on now. You expect me to stop for you? This thing's one of those ones that's just, to me, is obvious, but this is not consistently practiced. It is kind of forced with a red light, but even with a red light, people run red lights. The red light takes too long, they run it. Yeah, I don't know. I'll count the yellow light, I mean, I'm probably going to go through on a yellow light, but some people run red lights, even when it's forced. People run the stop sign all the time, or they do the little moving stop. Technically, what you're supposed to come to a complete stop, 1,000, 1,000, go. I mean, that's how they like teach it in the books. But how many people really do that? Unless there's a crowd of people stopping. But even then, what you'll see, you get that person that comes up to the stop sign, they will literally stop early. They're not even at the line yet. They will stop early just to beat you. Once again, that particular personality, probably super competitive. They feel like they got to win at the four-way stop. Then in the process of them trying to win, what happens? Accident. Then, yielding. Usually a yield is usually you merging in somewhere. Usually a right-hand turn or a highway merge. And people will either, when they do the little merge in, when you're merging, let's use the highway one, for example. And let's start from the perspective of the driver merging on the highway. And then we're going to do the perspective of the driver, of the person in the lane of the person that's merging on the highway. But all right, we're the person that's merging on the highway. As you're merging on the highway, you're supposed to come up to highway speed. Let me say it again. You're supposed to come up to highway speed. That's why there is a on-ramp. And it gives you plenty room to get to highway speed. I just want to get that out of the way for y'all who come on the highway at 40 miles per hour. But all right, you merging onto the highway. You now are in the first position to yield, because you have to fit in. So you're going to have to either speed up, which you should be at highway speed anyway to make this easy, or slow down. You're going to have to pick one. And that means if you speed up, you're kind of not yielding. You're more on the aggressive side. That's usually me. I'm usually coming in at highway speed. and I'm trying to just go straight on and come on right with you. Right, you coming? I'm merging. I'm coming right in front of you. But if you can't get up to highway speed, or there's a person in front of you not able to get up to highway speed, or there's a whole bunch of cars blocking your merge, you now are in a yield position. So you can't just force your way in. That's why they give you the little extra lane on the little extra room so that you have a chance to negotiate that yield. But if you got two headstrong people, boom. So one of y'all gonna have to speed up. So I think I'd be doing a perspective of the merger. So if the person on the highway has the right of way, they're already in the road that you want to be in. So they have the right of way. So that means you're going to have to pick one. So if they stay at a constant speed, so you're going to have to go, all right, well, I need to get faster than them, or I'm going to slow down and come in behind you. One or the other. You can't go and just ride next to them and make them get over. They don't technically have to get over. Now, once again, going back to me with proactive driving, if we're switching the perspective now, if I'm the person already on the highway and I see people merging, I'm either going to speed up and give them room, or I'm just going to change lanes and give them the whole lane. I'm not even going to compete with you. You got it. I'm already on the road. I'm going to let you on the highway. It don't hurt my ego to block you on the highway. Don't hurt my ego. I'm just going to go over. I ain't got to compete with you and hit you. I don't need my car all scratched up because I got to feel like I'm a man because I'm blocking on the highway. Or worse, the person is on the highway, sees all these people about to merge, they don't, once again, they are passively driving and they're not even thinking about that and watching all these people emerging on the highway, and they just come in and basically they plowing into the merge. That also happens. But once again, if that person was proactive in watching, they would have, while they have the right of way because they're on the highway already. But if you're paying attention, the person on the highway already can actually yield too. You can yield and just get over into the middle lane and give it to them. You see truck drivers. Truck drivers, I watch this, the majority of truck drivers, when they see a whole bunch of people about to merge on the highway, even though they have the right of way, they can stay in that damn lane because they already in traffic. You'll notice that most truck drivers move over to the middle lane and just open up the lane. They're not, even though they big as hell, they can just take up the dang space. But I notice most of them get over to the middle lane. That is a yield. That yield stopped the accident. So like this, it's a lot of like, in the chaos that I described, you got all the personalities going against each other. You got people who are feel like they're self-important on the road, and they don't want to yield. They don't want to stop for nobody, or worse, they just not paying attention, so they're not going to know to yield, or they're not paying attention and they just they didn't even see the stop sign. I would wager that the vast majority of accidents, if we were to boil down to what actually happened, somebody didn't yield, somebody didn't stop. Like that simple. Even if we go into just changing lanes, if both people decide they want to get into the same lane, what's going to happen? Boom. Somebody got to yield and let the other person go in. That's what you'll see happen. They'll be about to change lanes, and then you'll see them go like this, and then and I witness it all the time. And they're coming in. Like, one of y'all need to slow down, or one of y'all need to speed up, instead of both of y'all trying to get in the lane at the same damn time. And then you'll see them mad at each other like, what are you, they're looking at each other like, like, why y'all getting mad? One of y'all yield. Done. Usually me, I'm going to yield. You got it. Because I ain't trying to get no day accident. That's why I've been accident free. So yield and stop. Put your ego to the side. Put your self-importance, turn it off. Yield, stop, no accident. Simple to me.